Good morning everyone, welcome to another weekly reading vlog. It's Tuesday morning today, which is why I am here. I didn't start the vlog yesterday because I was busy finishing off last week's vlog because I wanted to read an actual arc during my ARC August vlog and I hadn't until yesterday. I didn't start the vlog at my usual time. This week is actually going to be quite exciting. So work is going to be absolutely atrocious. There are things happening that I'm not allowed to talk about until after they're finished. So that's not good because I need to be able to vent about them. But on Friday I do have the day off because we're going to a meerkat experience and I'm obviously going to vlog it and take loads of photos and stuff. I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be so fun. At the weekend I think we're going to finally finish off the porch because it is raining. Well, sort of. It's really cloudy and I think we've had some like spitting rain, so I think it's going to rain some more later on. We're expecting a thunderstorm. I'm so happy. It's so much nicer. This week is looking up. I'm really looking forward to it. In terms of my reading, I'm gonna have to hold you really awkwardly. For my first arc of the week, I'm going to finish off Mina and the Slayers. So I got 70 pages into this last week. If I'm not really in the mood for paranormal, which I think I am, but you never know because I'm a mood reader, I also brought The Roommate to work with me. This is a contemporary romance rom-com sort of thing. It's about a woman who has a crush on someone and she moves in as his roommate, but then he leaves straight away because he rents the room out because his band is going on tour. She falls in love with the new roommate and I think this sounds really cute, so I hope it's good. Also for e-arcs, which again I'm really struggling with. I can't get into ebooks at the moment. I was meant to read Carrie Soto last week, but I should probably try to read it this week instead. Ignore the bus behind me because I do need to review it. I also need to read The Retreat, which I've mentioned so many times. I Must Betray You because I got an e-arc of it, but also my pre-order still hasn't come in even though it came out 2 weeks ago because Waterstones is struggling. So yeah, I've got quite a few options, but these two are definite. Really looking forward to my reading this week. Work not so much, but we'll deal with it. Hold on, my manager's just pulling in. I think I might have finally found a good perch for this camera. There's a little bit of a thing here, but it's fine. Good morning everyone, it's currently Wednesday morning. Yesterday wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I mean, I had a lot of meetings and it was really busy and I didn't get any reading done, but it wasn't as stressful as I thought. But today, I don't know how it's gonna go. I'm hoping it's gonna be quiet. Yesterday, I started listening to another audiobook. I've gone through a few recently because I can't really decide what I'm really in the mood for, and I've tried some non-fiction and some sci-fi, and I've settled on a book called The Sound at the End, which is, I think, an Audible original, and it's basically a full cast production audiobook, and there's music and sound effects. The voice actors are really good. They know what they're doing. So it's about a woman whose name I can't remember as usual, who has gone to the Arctic to go scuba diving there to see a shipwreck, I think. She's on this base with a bunch of other people and then creepy things start happening, and so far there's been a couple of jump scares and it's just really cool. And if anyone knows any other sort of full production audiobooks like this, let me know in the comments because I would love to listen to more of them. It's a really good experience, especially when I'm sort of listening while I'm not really doing much. It's not great when I'm driving because some of the voices are sort of whispering and muffled because of the style, so I can't really hear it as well, but when I've got my headphones on it's really good. So I'm listening to that and I can listen to some more of it this morning. I've also brought Mina and the Slayers with me, but I also really want to get back into The Silence of Bones, carry on with my June Her project, because I'm meant to be reading through all 3 of her books and deciding which one I like best, but I've been putting the project off. I haven't been in the mood for a historical mystery and that's the issue, so I'm gonna try again because I think I'm feeling that feeling and it's coming back to me and I think I'm in the mood for it. So yeah, I'm gonna go into the office now and listen to some more of The Sound at the End, see how that's going, and then I'll update you later. Hi everyone, it's Thursday. I didn't really do any reading yesterday. I got home from work and I was just feeling really crap. I had like cold symptoms and my stomach started to hurt. I feel a bit better now, but I've got a massive headache, so I don't know what is going on. It's not COVID, I don't think, yet, so that's reassuring. But yeah, I wasn't feeling very well, so I didn't do any reading yesterday. I did get some really good news about work though. Things are actually looking up a little bit. I can't talk about one of the things. It was announced yesterday that they're changing our hybrid working policy. Basically, in the wider group, the policy is you can pretty much be as flexible as you want with coming into the office or working from home, but in our division it's a little bit different at the moment. Previously we were working 2 days at home and 3 days in the office, but they've now swapped that round as of yesterday, which cheered everyone up. Everyone was in such a good mood and smiling so much yesterday afternoon. Made me really happy. I think the staff are going to feel like this is kind of tipping things in their favour and a sign that, I don't know, the company is willing to change and not stay so rigid. So that was really, really nice, and I had a really lovely afternoon in the office because of that. So this does mean that I'm going to be able to work from home more than I have to go into the office and get save petrol. It's gonna be so good. So that really cheered me up yesterday, but then I did fall ill. This morning I DNF'd the roommate because it was not really a book for me. I got 60 pages in. There was a sex scene already, and I really like slow burn. My issues with this one, first of all, Josh, the main character, he's a porn star, and I didn't know that going into it. Not that it's really a problem at all, but I wasn't expecting it. He made some really weird comments in the beginning that I wasn't really a massive fan of. Within 60 pages there was a sex scene and the main character was like blushing and really inexperienced, and he was like teaching her that sex can be good, and I don't really like that trope at all. DNF, I'm taking it off my TBR, which is good for my TBR because it's shrinking. It's just, I really wanted to like that one, and I think I need to stop buying romance books. I think that might be the issue. Today I'm going to carry on with Mina and the Slayers, and I'm also going to read The Lost Whale, I've decided, because I just really want to read some fast-paced middle grade. And also look at these illustrations. They are so good. So my plan for today, I am working. I also need to go and take my car for the MOT, which I'm feeling a little bit anxious about. I never like the MOTs. I always expect someone to tell me that they're going to have to scrap my car, so that's no fun. This afternoon we might be going to the gym if I'm feeling better, and we also need to go and pick up some food. So that's the plan. Hopefully I can get a decent amount of reading done, and then tomorrow we're going to see the meerkats. My car has passed its MOT. I am done with work for the week, and so it's time to chill. I don't really know what to do because I struggled to read at lunchtime today. I'm really struggling to get into anything because I feel so naff. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is try one of these two books. So I want to give the Marlowe Murder Club a go, which is a mystery book set near me, and if that doesn't go well I'm going to give Revolution a go, which is like a historical YA fiction sort of thing. Sorry, I'm out of breath because I'm really feeling quite horrendous. My other option, if those don't go well, is The Perfect Guest, which doesn't count towards my TBR or Art of August or anything, but it's not really a problem. And I didn't really talk much yesterday, if at all, because we went to see the meerkats and I had a really, really lovely day. I'm gonna have to like insert a voiceover or something for the clips. I don't know if I've put the meerkat clips before this clip or after, because I obviously saw them yesterday. I don't know what editing me is going to do tomorrow, because I'm just a wild card apparently. I do have some reading updates for you. I finished the Marlowe Murder Club and I gave it 3 stars. I did enjoy it. 3 stars doesn't mean that I didn't enjoy it. It means it was a good book, it was enjoyable. I really loved seeing the different places around Marlowe and the way that the author spoke about places in Marlowe that I know quite well. So I really, really enjoyed the setting, and I feel like it's a similar vibe to the Thursday Murder Club. That's what it's called, isn't it? They've got very, very similar names. A very similar vibe, but I think this author pulled it off better because it was just more engaging. The characters were more interesting. You had more time to get to know all of them, and once again, they were like older The Murder Club was made up of older characters, particularly older women, but they were just a lot more interesting than they were in the Thursday Murder Club, and I really, really enjoyed it. So yeah, gave it 3 stars. I'll be recapping it and reading the sequel when it comes out if I can find it in a charity shop, which I'm sure I'll be able to, because everyone around here loves these books, understandably, because we're really close to Marlow. So today I'm tidying up the house, and I'm going to listen to some audiobooks once I've caught up a little bit on my watch later list. Caught up. I've got like 1,500 videos to watch on there. A lot of those I'm going to have to delete at some point. But the kitchen became a bit of a state yesterday, so I'm going to do some washing up while I watch some videos and then listen to an audiobook, I think. I'm not sure what I'm going to listen to. I did just buy I'm Glad My Mum Died, because that's been doing the rounds recently and everyone seems to love it, so I've bought that one, but I do need to finish the sound at the end, so I'm thinking I'm going to grab my headphones and put those on for the like true immersion, listen to that as I'm cleaning, because I do have a lot of cleaning to do. I did want to show you these really cute cards that I got from the charity shop though. 1 second. So instead of buying cards from supermarkets like I have done in the past, I found that my local charity shops have some really lovely illustrated ones. So the first one I got is this really cute one, if it will focus. And the other ones, they're all the same. I just stocked up because this, you'll see. It's a black cat and I think it's gorgeous. It's really lovely, lovely. It's really well painted. I think it's wonderful, and I got 3 of them because we obviously have 2 black cats. I think everyone who knows us will appreciate getting a cat happy birthday card. So I just thought I'd stock up and then I'll go back in a couple of weeks and get some more, because it's always good, I've realised, to have a stack of birthday cards. And these are only £1, whereas in like supermarkets they'd be like £4 or something ridiculous. So not too bad, not too bad at all. So I'm gonna go and do some cleaning now. So some things have happened since we last spoke. Yeah, I know, I've read quite a lot actually. So I read and finished The Lost Whale, which I gave 5 stars. Really loved it. It made me cry. It was beautiful. So I'll talk more about that once I've gone to the gym. I'm also in the middle of this Mortal Coil, literally about halfway through. I'm enjoying that. That's a YA sci-fi, which also counts towards ARC August. And then I also read about 80 pages of Fire and Blood, so I'm slowly making progress with that. I'm probably not going to finish it before the show comes out, but I'm going to try my best. Yeah, once Octavia gets off me, I'm going to go to the gym, and then I'll come back and read a bit and tell you my thoughts on everything that I've been reading. Okay, I'm back from the gym. I did 5k in 34 minutes, I think it was, which I'm fairly pleased with. It's a bit slow for me, but this was my first one back in ages. While I was at the gym, I listened to a lot of I'm Glad My Mum Died. I'm sure you've all heard of it. It's making the rounds at the moment. It's Jennette McCurdy's memoir, I suppose, autobiography, and it's narrated by her, which I'm really, really enjoying. When I got back, I also listened to it on my headphones as I was doing some cleaning. I cleaned basically the whole kitchen, so that was good. I also read a little bit more of Fire and Blood because I just really had an urge to read another like 20 pages. So I read another chapter. There aren't any chapter titles, but I'm 125 pages in, so I'm going to try to read another 25 pages at some point today in order to almost get the pages that I should be on. So yeah, we've done some painting, which is why you can't really tell, I'm covered in paint. Quill's just taking a break, he's napping right now, and I've decided to come upstairs and start working on one of my YouTube videos because one needs to go up today, and I think it's going to be my book unhaul, which should be quite easy to edit. So I'm gonna start that now while I'm waiting for Quill to wake up and we can do some more painting, and I can also hoover it downstairs where he is sleeping. I think also I'm going to read a little bit more of this Mortal Coil. I can't remember if I said what this was about earlier. It's a YA sci-fi focusing on kind of genetics and DNA. There's a virus going around, and in this world scientists have kind of cracked genetics, and people can download apps for panels that they have on their wrists, and this can alter their DNA. So it's like coding DNA, if that makes sense. I am quite enjoying it. It's not the best book, and if it carries on like this, I'm not going to read the sequel, but I do have this on NetGalley from years ago before I took one of my breaks. So if I read this, I can review it, and that'll count towards ARC August. I've still got Mina back there, which I need to finish today as well. So I've got a lot to do, and it's already, what, 20 past 3. So I need to get cracking. As a side note, I tried this Cadbury's Plant Bar. It's all right. You can tell that something is missing, and the almond flavour is very, very strong. It says made with almonds, so that does make sense, but I wasn't expecting it to be quite so intense. But I'm eating it now because I'm hungry after the gym. I don't know how to make this lighting any bit better. I'm probably just going to stick my hand here. I finished this Mortal Coil. I'm going to give it 3 stars. It's a fun YA sci-fi book about genetics, DNA and stuff. I did enjoy it, but I'm probably not going to carry on with this series. I didn't really feel much of a connection to the characters, and I just don't really feel like buying the next book. I've also read another 150 pages of Fire and Blood, and I'm enjoying this one. It's just a bit repetitive to read all in one go because each of the sort of stories interlinks with the other, and we keep getting reintroduced to the same characters over and over again and be given their backstory, which is good in a way because they all have the same freaking names, but also because I'm reading it quite quickly, or at least I read this section quite quickly. I already know who these characters are, so I don't need an explanation every single time and who they're related to, but I can see why it's there. I still haven't read any more of Mina and the Slayers, but I'm going to do some of that this evening. I'm probably not going to finish it today because I'm enjoying reading it slowly, and I'm trying to take notes this time for an eventual recap if there's a third book, which I'm hoping there is. And then I don't know what I'm going to read next, so I'm probably going to choose a few books from my physical TBR because I need to get that down, or I could read a couple of books on my Kindle. I got a new ARC as well this past week that I'll tell you about in my next vlog, because that's when I'll be reading it, but I do have some other stuff that I could be reading on my Kindle. It's Sunday evening though, so I don't know how much more reading I'm going to get done in this vlog, but I feel like it's been quite productive anyway, and I'm going to go and put my hand down now because it's actually aching. Goodbye. Okay everyone, it's the end of the week and the end of this reading vlog. I've had a really good week this week with reading, in case you couldn't tell. I am still in the middle of a couple of books, but I feel like I've got a lot of reading done, more than I initially expected anyway. So a quick recap in case you've jumped straight to this point of the vlog. I don't know why you would have, but maybe you did. I'm sure I started other books than this, but I think I'm just in the middle of so many that I haven't actually finished that many. Anyway, so I read The Marlowe Murder Club. I gave it 3 stars. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a good mystery book, and I will be reading the sequel. I need to recap this one. I read and adored The Lost Whale. I gave this one 5 stars. It made me cry. This one I didn't really talk much about. I don't think I spoke much about The Marlowe Murder Club either, but I will in my wrap up at the end of the month. But this is a lovely story about a boy who goes to America to live with his grandmother for a bit because his mother is unwell. He goes looking for a whale that is kind of legendary around the coast, and the whale goes missing, so he has to find her. It was beautiful. I gave it 5 stars. I also read This Mortal Coil yesterday. I finished it and I gave this one 3 stars. It's a good sci-fi book, but it didn't really make me feel connected to the characters, so I don't really feel the need to carry on with this series, unfortunately. But this one did count towards ARC August, so there was one in here that did so. I also listened to parts of 2 audiobooks. There was The Sound at the End, which I'm still in the middle of, and also I'm Glad My Mum Died, which I'm also in the middle of but should be finishing in the coming week. I also read a bit more of Mina and the Slayers. The only reason I haven't finished this one so far is because I keep getting distracted reading parts of books and then not finishing them, and this one I am taking notes while I'm reading so I can give it a proper review, and I'm also recapping it eventually if there's a third book coming. Yeah, I'm going more slowly with this one. That's why it's been in every single reading vlog so far. And I'm also in the middle of Fire and Blood. As you're watching this, the show House of Dragons would have come out or started coming out yesterday, I think. I'm not watching it until after I've finished this book. I'm 340 pages in, so about halfway, and I've just gotten to the point that it's introducing characters from the show, at least I think it is. I'm not adoring this one, but I'm actually quite enjoying the sort of way that it's told, because it's told as though it's a history textbook and non-fiction. The only thing I don't necessarily like is that, because I'm reading parts of it quite quickly, I've gone from reading only 25 pages a day to 300. A lot of it is quite repetitious. I don't think the author assumed that you would read this so quickly. He has gone into great lengths to reintroduce characters and relationships and things, in case you've forgotten partway through, but those are characters who were just mentioned in the last chapter. So yes, a little bit repetitious, but I'm not hating it. I'm really enjoying this one. It's looking to be a 4-star read so far, and I'm looking forward to finishing it off next week. That's it for my reading vlog. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I'll be back again soon with another video, and I think next week is my last ARC August vlog, so that will be sad. I might carry it on into September somehow, but we'll see. I eventually want to start making more of an effort with my vlogs as well, because I don't really do much other than sit and chat, but that's a problem for another time, I think. I just need to get back into the routine of booktube, and I've gone from 1 video a week up to 2 now, which is good because I want to get back up to 3 eventually. So that's my goal for the rest of the year, to get back up to 3 videos. Anyway, I'm just rambling now. Thank you for watching. I will probably discuss all this in a different video. Thank you, goodbye.